For the proverbially reticent Swiss, Fastnacht is a license for misbehavior. Jung first encountered Fastnacht as a medical student in Basel, and later took some of his friends and pupils to witness firsthand this eruption of the national unconscious, revealing perhaps the true identity of the Swiss. A ritual like Fastnacht allows the unconscious truth of the individual personality to emerge. At Fastnacht, everyone is masked. In their masks, they may insult their friends or colleagues by telling them the kinds of truths which for the rest of the year they might suppress. It is the opposite of the mask which we normally wear in order to take our place in the world. When Jung's party visited Basel, they got up at 3 in the morning to witness the Morgenstreik. As 4 o'clock approaches, in the February cold, all the streetlights are turned out, and as the cathedral bells strike the hour, lanterns are lit, the bands begin to march and to play their fife and drums. With each band clashing against the others, the traditional pagan music drowns out the cold, and the lanterns swirl their satire in the darkness. This is the Morgenstreik, which ushers in 3 days of Fastnacht revelry.
I happened to be in the army then, and I was in the barrack. It was a former monastery on the other side of the Rhine, and I was awaked by the so-called Morgenstreich, which is the beat of the morning, meaning the drum beat. And I went to the window, and in the distance I saw the middle Rhine bridge, and on the bridge these circulating lights which went from one side to the other and vice versa. Very, do you say eerie, or is that the word? Like elves coming out of the ground of the town, and it was drums and fifes and these lights, these spirits.
In the early hours, the streets are filled with the noise and images of a crowded dream. As day breaks, the masks and costumes can be seen more clearly. The carnival weaves its way through the streets like an impromptu congress of fairy tale characters. As the light comes up, so the dream fades. Masks are discarded or replaced by the more familiar mask of persona, allowing Basel's everyday business to resume for the morning as if nothing has happened. The Fastnacht main parade invades the streets later in the day. There are marching bands playing what is called googie music, a raucous brass cacophony played deliberately out of tune. The participants belong to cliques, which every year decide upon a theme for their masks, their lanterns, and the huge heads which lead the bands through the streets. Cliques may be formed from a group of friends, from professional groups like waiters or industrial scientists, and there are a number of all-women cliques. Local politics, ecology, television personalities, or elaborate cultural jokes are all pitched into the carnival of propaganda.
What is particularly interesting, I think, about the Basler Fasnacht is that there are so many so-called Wackis. The figure of the Wackis is the Alsatian peasant, they have a very earthy character, I should say, and very funny and, of course, very grotesque. And I have the impression nature here reminds psychically that actually we are peasants and should take care of the earth.
To Jung's grandson, Dieter Baumann, the Wokis reflect a lost sense of connection to the environment. To Jung, such ritualized performance expressed the true primitive unconscious beneath the technocratic persona of Switzerland and of Basel.
It is the spirit of the dead who become alive again. It's the ancestral spirit. One cannot really explain it, but an aspect is certainly that the unconscious comes out. And on one hand, it is a reconnection with the heathen past and with the natural past. And I think the Fasnacht is an unconscious religion.